first day of residency today. Uh, we have our orientation week that starts this week, and then first rotation is not till end of July, so I'll be sure to come back and talk about that. But it feels surreal, and I feel like these past couple days I haven't been super nervous, but I've been a little nervous, like a little bit, but nothing crazy. But now that I'm here in the morning, it feels very real. I'm looking at the hospital like, wow, that's like I'm actually gonna be there. This isn't just like a haha, I'm driving by or whatever to get through the day. It's like, no, this is gonna be real, and in 15 minutes I'm gonna go meet my cohort and get to know them and get to know probably some of the faculty that are gonna be there. I'm sure it's mainly gonna be the GME lady, Cindy or Taylor, whichever one's gonna be talking to us. But I don't know, but I know we talked to Zane at some point. I'm sure we meet other faculty at some point, and it's just it's a lot of emotions right now. I feel like I'm sitting here getting emotional as I'm kind of thinking about it because it's all been such a long time coming to this. And I know there's going to be days where it's really hard or really exhausting or really tough, but right now it feels exciting more than anything. I'm looking forward to this chapter, this start, this whole new change. And I know there's going to be days where I come to this and I'm crying and I'm beat up and I'm sad and I'm hurting for one reason or another. But right now it's exciting. And I get to, these past 10 years I've been building to this moment specifically where you start work. You start your job, you get paid, you get to be an adult. I get to make my parents proud, make my siblings proud. I'm already getting emotional just thinking about it. But I get to do that. And I'm ready. I know I'm ready. And I know I'm not going to be ready when the medicine starts, but I'm ready. And it's going to be a good time, and then the life starts. Then 3 quick years are going to go by in a flash, I know it. Long days, short weeks, always what it is. And the rest of the life. Today's the first day to doing this the rest of my life if I want to. And it's amazing. So, I'll update you guys probably either after today or the end of the week, after the first week went. Alright. Love you. Bye. Alright. We're back. This is the start of week 2. I wanted to do this at the end of week 1, but I kind of forgot. Sorry, tilting with me. Damn it, dude. How did I get it to balance so good the first time? Alright, I'll start over. So it's the start of week 2. I wanted to do it at the end of week 1, but time goes and it's all the same anyway. So I think I'm going to try and keep this up. I think I'm going to try and do this, after every big event or something. I don't know, just kind of as I feel, but at least once a week. That's what I want to do. And I guess at the bare minimum at the end of every rotation, at the beginning. So the beginning of end of every rotation. But I'll probably do it every week. Preferably I would do it like Sunday night, Friday night, like the 2 times of the week. That'd be ideal. Kind of document the whole time, and obviously in between if something happens I can kind of talk through it, and I don't know, just kind of use this as a little virtual diary. But first week in the books, it went really well. All my cohort was really cool, all really sweet people so far, and just gonna hope that it continues. And I don't know, we kind of get closer, like like anyone anywhere, you just want to make friends, and so far I feel like people here were easy to talk to where that could be a possibility. So fingers crossed. Today we already did our also training, which is advanced life support obstetrics. Next we got our basic life support today, which is going to be in a couple hours. And then tomorrow is going to be ACLS, the advanced care life support, I think. I forget what, advanced cardiovascular life support? I don't know. ACLS. And then we have our shadow shift on Wednesday. Oh, we also have the welcome dinner on Tuesday, so maybe I'll come back and talk about that, just after we meet more faculty and that kind of stuff. But yeah, so excited. Again, first shadow shift on Wednesday, and then I think a first clinic shift on Tuesday, or on Thursday maybe. No, I think that's not until next week. I think shadow shift next week, clinic, and then I start geriatrics. So we'll see. Even talking about it is getting my heart beating. I'm a little nervous, but super excited. We have 5 months until Sophia moves out here. It's going slow, but faster than nothing. So just chipping away. I miss her a lot. but it's okay. I got Lily, and as I get busier, it'll get easier not to be so dreadfully sad all the time. All right, I try and cap it at a couple minutes. Bye. All right, I hope this is a good enough angle, but it is the end of week 2. Still more clerical stuff in trainings. We did ACLS and BCLS, the basic life support and advanced life support, and then the kids advanced life support. This week on Monday, Tuesday. What do we do Wednesday? Oh, just didactics and shadowing. So I had to shadow at the clinic for the first time, which I was extremely nervous to go into. I think I had no idea what to expect. I didn't know how it was going to run. I didn't know how the MAs were going to be, how the doctors were I had no clue about any of it. So I think that made me very anxious kind of leading into it. Sorry, my nose feels very greasy right now. But, yeah, so I was very nervous. And then once that day happened, I felt good. I'm okay, cool. I saw how it worked. I saw how it was. My seniors that were there were super nice and very, welcoming and open to teach, especially the third year, Dan Bishop. He was a nice guy. And even Thursday when I had my first shift, which is the bulk of what I want to talk about, he went out of his way to kind of help me out and talk me through an EKG and gave me sort of advice talking to the attending. So it was really kind of him to kind of reach out that way. And then then that was on Thursday, which was my first clinic shift. And we were pretty much just thrown in. Like, all right, here are 2 patients. Take as long as you need. Knock them out. Here's your MA, which I didn't know that we were with a MA who's in training. Who was a really nice guy. His name was Angel. He was on top of his stuff enough for me. Like, I don't know. I felt like it was better than any of the MAs I saw at any other clinics. So it was nice. And it was good. So my first ever official patient, whether it was in person or telehealth, was a 90-year-old Ukrainian woman who only spoke Ukrainian, and didn't speak to her because we thought we had sorry, there's my timer for my laundry. We thought we had to get a translator for her, yada yada. Turns out we were just talking to her son the whole time, which is fine. He was a nice guy. He was very caring and into it. So just talked to him through what we wanted, which is over-the-counter coughs medicine and a little Tylenol. Excuse me. So it was nice. It was good. That was my first patient. My first in-person patient was a 17-year-old girl with chronic knee instability who we were clearing for surgery, clearing for a medial patellofemoral ligament surgery, I believe. And so it was nice. Talked to her, talked to the mom. I told them they're my first patient at the end. I said thank you. Reported out to my attending, who said I did a good job. Outside of I made a billing mistake, which is she's like, you're not supposed to know that, so it's okay. You'll learn. No big deal. But she was very kind, very welcoming, and told me I did a good job, which was nice. And then that night we went out. Me and the co-residents went and grabbed a drink at a bar called Blue Lagoon, which is a cool little spot. It was a little dingy, but it was fun. A little dance floor. The drink, I just had beers because I don't want to worry about the drinks. A little pool tables, I guess, if you want to play pool. We didn't get a chance, which is fine. But yes, that was a really good night. 2 of the girls pulled me aside, and we went to the bar and we were talking, blah, blah, and they were just like, yeah, like, I hope you know, like, we were voting for you to be our chief, which is crazy. Like, we've only known each other for like 2 weeks, and they're like, yeah, like, we want you to be our manager, essentially. It was kind, and whether they meant it or not, like, who knows, but it was very kind of them to still say, and it really kind of made me feel like, okay, at least, I don't know, at least they like me for me, if nothing else, which is what they said. They said that you're very you, and it's refreshing. So it's nice. So it was a good night. We went out. We stayed out till about midnight. It started getting weird, so I told the girls, I'm like, all right, let's bounce. So we all bounced. I had one of the boyfriends pick them all up, and I drove home because I only had like 2 beers. And yeah, then had Friday off, 4th of July. So it was a really good second week, and I'm looking forward to the second week. We'll get more. I think we get 4 patients now, or we start, I think, 3, and then they might get a 4th same day kind of deal. But looking forward to it. I know we have just trainings the rest of the week again, and then clinic day on Tuesday, and then go from there. All right, till next time. Dang it. See if we can get you to balance. Okay, perfect. We got the balance going. Let me drop. Oh, nice as low as can. But, okay, it's been a second since I've updated. But, I mean, a lot, but not a lot has happened. We're still on the orientation week, or month. So we're kind of just going through trainings, going through clinic days, just still getting accustomed to everything and getting oriented to all the sites that we're going to be at. But let's go a little farther back. So last week I had a clinic day where I only saw one patient because we were supposed to have four, but then the way things worked out, they canceled some patients, and then one patient no-showed, so I only saw one, which is good. I mean, it's fine. Like all this is about learning and trying to get into it, and learning how to deal with no-shows is also something. So that was cool. And then the rest of the week was kind of just little trainings and little other stuff. Excuse me. And then Friday we did an IUD insertion training, which was fun. I mean, it feels weird saying fun because anything with the cervix is crazy. Excuse me. So we did that. We inserted IUDs. We learned how to do paracervical blocks. Then over the weekend, we kind of just chilled out. We just hung out for the weekend, trying to get things together. Built Lily's cat tree, which is fun. She's loving it. All of a sudden, super gassy. Sorry. Yeah, so that's fun. Then Monday, what did we do Monday? Let me check my calendar. I'm already kind of forgetting because I know it wasn't anything crazy. Oh yeah, we just had the team-based healthcare meeting with Dr. Hennessy. We were just talking about the SCCH clinic and how things work there and what's going on, and it was good. It was a good informative session. Yeah, it was good. The people had clinic after that day. I didn't, thankfully. Then Tuesday we went to Watsonville to check out the Watsonville Community Hospital as well as Salud para la Gente, which is where we're spending our peds and OB aspects of our career there, which was nice. Both, it's very Spanish, which is kind of making me feel really bad about not learning Spanish, because I wish I could be better in terms of what feels like more of a help. But, we make do, and we figure it out. All we can do, and try and learn Spanish more, and then go about it, and, go through life, trying to figure things out and get better. Then after that day, which is the long day, we started that at 8, tour, walked around, had a potluck, met a lot of people, watched some modules, and then I had a clinic shift at night from 4:30 to, I think I got out at 8:20, which was good. I mean, it was a good shift. I saw my 4 patients. I got out in the 4 hours I was supposed to, so I felt like it was a success, and it was good. I enjoyed it. My patients weren't, they were what they had to be. One was a chronic pain, one was an abscess that was draining on its own and looking okay. We POCUSed it, which was the point of care ultrasound, to see if there's anything in it or if there's any big abscess, masses there. So it was good. Overall, it was a good day. And now today we have neonatal resuscitation training, didactics. Tomorrow, I just forget, we were going back to Para la Gente, back to Salud, for some more onboarding and EHR training. Same with the community hospital. All good. Should be done by 4:30. And then Friday, just a bunch of little 1-hour meetings, and then a wellness activity, which I don't know what that is, but yeah. So that's kind of it. And then it'll be the last week of orientation. Hopefully I can get everyone together this weekend. I would love to go to the beach and have some drinks and just, listen to music, vibe out, have a good time. I feel like we're not going to have too many weekends left of doing that as a group. And then hopefully next weekend, yeah, the 25th, 26th, hopefully next weekend I can get out to San Diego and go kick it with Griselda, because I know she's missing her family, so it'd be nice to kind of go be a familiar face and hang out, and even if it's just for a day, so we'll see. That's the update for now. I'll try and do it this weekend just to kind of get a little more back on top of it, but yeah. Alright, talk to you later. Bye. Alright, head into our last week of orientation. Sorry, I wanted to do an update in the middle of the week again, but I keep forgetting. I'll try and get better, because why not? But, yeah, we're here, last week of orientation. We're kind of just chilling. I had yesterday off. Today, we're learning how to put in and remove the Nexplanons, which will be fun. The little birth control stuff. We're doing sutures today. We're making bonsai trees, or doing something with bonsai trees. And we're talking about art, which will be fun. So today's a pretty fun day compared to other medicine stuff. Then tomorrow I got my white coat ceremony with my mother. She'll be coming down at some point. I'll have didactics, so we'll figure it out from there. And then, what do we have after? And then Thursday we have community medicine orientation, and I'll have my clinic with 2 well child checks, a 97-year-old, and then I forget my last one, but it was, the transgender woman coming for checkup, STDs, blah, blah, that kind of stuff. So it'll be good. It'll be a good week, and then we start geriatrics. Last week was good. I feel like my clinic went smooth. I feel like I was kind of more in control of the way things were going. Using the translators makes things a little more difficult, but it wasn't as tough as I thought it was going to be. So it's good. Keep this one short. Anyways, try and update sooner this week and keep you posted. Once the rotations start, then I'll really have stuff to talk about and kind of things to go into, and looking forward to it. Keep documenting this journey. All right, bye. All right, good morning. Excuse me. End of orientation. So we went through our whole, 5 weeks-ish, 1 week of actual orientation, then 4 weeks of just various trainings and learnings and clinic days and blah, blah, blah. So we start geriatrics. I've already had a couple days because I'm a little bit late. And the orientation month was good. I think it's something that was super necessary. I think it also gave me time to kind of come to grips that I'm actually doing this, and this is actually real, and I'm actually a part of this. And I don't know, it was very cathartic. It was as I was reading my book and I was kind of just doing things. I'd catch myself in moments of just, I wouldn't say sad, but emotional. I'd have tears in my eyes. I'd be just because it's a long time coming to this, and it's not even as long for me as it has for other people. But it was still almost 10 years of work putting into this, and now it's day one where I go in and I'm doctor and I collaborate with people on a level that's equals and not as a med student trying to do whatever. So it's crazy. It's crazy to think about. And then I just miss people. I miss my friends. I miss Sophia. I miss my family. I feel like being out in Santa Cruz left me feeling very isolated. Granted, it's really cool and I love it out here and it's beautiful and it's super nice and everyone's super nice. But I just miss my people. I miss my friends when we were a couple minutes away. Granted, we were like 30, 40 minutes, but still. It was within distance to visit each other. And I just miss them. I wish I could see them often. And hopefully one day we all kind of come back together on the same side of town, but odds are that won't happen. But we'll see. So I'll keep this one kind of brief today, just starting my first rotation. I'll update you soon. All right.